Heaven high, we are back. Back with Soul Shine. Soul shine, let your soul shine. Let your heart be light as a feather. Let your heart shine the light of love. Soul shine. Let your soul shine. Heaven high. Welcome back to Soul Shine. Now, in the first Soul Shine of this reboot, I talked about tending the flame within, tending the fire within. In the second Soul Shine that happened last week, we talked about, and now my mind just went completely blank. Does your mind ever do that? The train just jumps the rails. Talked about letting light come into the being, letting light come in through the eyes, letting light come in through ourselves, and being mindful of what we allow ourselves to consume on every layer and level of us, being mindful of what we're allowing to come into our being, because whatever we allow to come into our being affects our light. And so we all know that song, right? That children's song. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let your little light shine. And let your little light grow and grow until your whole body, your whole being is your light. Our light is not a little tiny candle flame in the center of our heart. It might start that way. It might feel like that's all your light is at some times, just a little tiny candle flame. But inevitably, you, I, we all will become fully light. We are already fully light. It just depends on if we realize that or not, and if we allow that light to shine or if we block it. Are we hiding ourselves under a bushel, under a basket? Are we hiding our light? Are we dimming our light for any reason or for any person? Are we afraid to shine too bright? Are we afraid of judgment from others? Are we afraid of failure? Are we afraid of being seen? What is it? What is the fear? Are we afraid that we'll be rejected, that we won't be accepted by the ones that we want to be accepted by, whether that's family or friends or whatever it may be in your life? We have to recognize when we are choosing to hide our light or to dim our own light. And then we need to choose, again, we need to choose to let our light shine. We need to align ourselves to the right people and places for when we feel empowered to let our light shine. If you have people surrounding you that make you feel bad when you're shining your light, then find better friends. You can speak up for yourself and say, hey, I don't like that. But if they're not respecting you, especially after you have asserted yourself, then You don't need people like that in your life, and you can walk away from those kind of people. You can find people that actually appreciate you for who you are and that respect the way that you shine your light and the individual and unique way that you do it. And so how do we shine our lights? Well, there's so many ways to shine, and it's going to be unique to whoever you are. Whatever your gifts are, whatever your passion is, whatever your personal purpose is. Maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a visual artist, maybe you're a musician, maybe you like to sing, maybe you play an instrument, maybe you're an athlete, and just through your athletics, how you carry yourself, how you present yourself by being a good team player, by being a good sport, you show up as being a person with integrity, and that is how you shine your light. And that could be anything that you do. Maybe you are a cashier. You don't have to be in any specific role or be in any specific job to shine your light. Shining your light can just be how you carry yourself in whatever it is that you do. You can be a cashier at any store, any job, because you're interacting with people all day, every day that you're there. How you speak to people and the energy that you exude can be how you shine your light. You can not have a job at all. Maybe you're on disability, or maybe you're currently unemployed, or maybe you're retired and you don't have a workplace, but it's just how you carry yourself out in the world when you yourself are at a store, when you're at a restaurant, when you're in any public place. It's how you treat other people, how you treat the other people that you're there with, and how you treat the people who are serving you, how you treat the people that you interact with on a daily basis. So there's ways to shine our lights through whatever it is that we do, whether it's an office job or working in a store, or maybe you're a teacher, or you're a doctor, or you're a nurse, or you're a holistic health practitioner, or you're a yoga teacher. I mean, the list can go on and on. Maybe you do manual labor, maybe you do landscaping, or you work on a farm, or you're doing some sort of manual labor, tending to animals, tending to produce. I mean, that is necessary work too. You know, that's our food, that's our medicine, that's our livelihood, that's our way of supporting ourselves as humans, and all of that is holy. There is not a single job on this earth that humans can do that doesn't serve its purpose, and that there's not a single job that somebody cannot do in a holy manner, meaning you can shine your light, you can shine your holy heart through anything that you do, through any career, through any job that you may find yourself in, because it's how you carry yourself, it's how you talk, it's how you treat others. So it really doesn't matter what the job title is, doesn't matter what you put as your job when you file your taxes, that doesn't matter. How much money you make, that doesn't matter. It's how you show up in this world, and how your choices and how your actions affect others. That's how we shine our light. And then choosing to go out of our way to do things that make the world a better place. So whatever that may be, small acts of kindness, or on larger scales with activism and donating your time, donating your money to any specific cause that is, you know, a necessary cause that benefits people's lives and makes the world a better place for all. Anything that falls into those categories. So know that there's no one way to shine your light. There's no wrong or right way to shine your light. It's whatever makes sense in your life. Maybe it's in the t-shirts that you wear. You know, you wear clothing with positive messaging. Maybe it's how you show up on social media, and it's what you post, and how you talk about things, how you talk about current events, how you talk about people that are different than you, how you talk about the other side, or whatever it is, how you speak about others in any capacity, on any platform, and in any way, and for any reason, it matters. It shows how much love and how much light you are allowing to shine through you, and where you're still holding on to judgment, hate, and fear. And so allow yourself to reflect. Where in your life are you shining your light the brightest that you can possibly shine it? And where in your life can you shine your light brighter? Where in your own personal life, in your day-to-day life, in your day-to-day actions and routines, habits and choices, where can you shine more love? How can you shine more love? And if you already feel like you're doing the best that you can, then that's enough. That's enough. This isn't a contest. It's not a competition of, who can be more righteous. It's not about that. It's just about living a life that is authentic to you and showing up in that authentic life as the brightest, most loving version of yourself, and then sharing that love and that light with everyone who you come in contact with. And so what is love? How do we be love? Well, for one, we all are already love, and we can never truly be separate from love. Yet, if we ever feel that we have strayed from the love that we inherently are, we can always come right back to it, because it's within us, it is us, it's all around us, it's inside of everyone, it's all around everyone. It's the fabric of all of creation. Love is the source of all that is. So all we have to do is come back home to the heart and come back home to the love within us and the love in all things when we feel we have gone astray. And you're going to know that you've gone astray because you're going to be in the opposite feelings, the opposite thoughts, the opposite vibrations of love. So if we know what love is, then we know what love isn't by observing the opposite of what we know love is to be. So right off the bat, we know that love is kind and compassionate. Love has empathy, and it's not judging other people for their actions or for their beliefs. It's choosing to have empathy for people and knowing that every single person, no matter where they are in their life, no matter where they are in their belief systems, no matter where they are on their own personal journey of who they are in this lifetime, they are worthy of love. Even when they themselves are not aligned to love and are not acting from love. If somebody is acting hateful, they're still worthy of love. They are still a being of love. So we can have compassion and empathy for them because we see that whatever they're doing that isn't aligned from love is coming from their own pinpoint of consciousness that sees itself as separate from God and sees itself as separate from others. Because when we see ourselves as separate from the divine, when we see ourselves as separate from others, that thought, that way of thinking allows us to cause harm. But when we see ourselves as connected to others and connected to the divine and connected to all that is, well, now I cannot act in a way that causes harm to anyone or anything without causing harm to myself. I cannot harm a fellow sister or brother without causing harm to God. I can't cause harm to nature without causing harm to God, because it's all one and it's all connected. But I can also see how other people who are not yet in that level of consciousness, they're acting from a lower level of consciousness, they're acting from a consciousness of separation. And so I can have compassion for them and I can have empathy for them. And then through my actions and love towards them, I can hopefully help to guide them back into the one love of all things. And that is what we're all called to do at this time. We're all called to see who has gone astray from the love and then love them back into it. Not shame them back into love, not force or push them back into love, but just a gentle beckoning of, hey, come back home. Come back home to the heart. Come back home to love. I see you living in hate. I see you living in fear. And I do not judge you for being there. I'm sure that you have had lots of life experiences that have brought you to that state of being. And I want to remind you that you can change and you can come back to the love within you anytime. It's never too late, never too far gone. We can all make our way back home to the heart. That doesn't mean that everyone will make their way back home to the heart in this lifetime, but it's possible. It's possible for anyone and everyone, no matter who they are, no matter what they have done. And so that is my message to you right now as well. No matter who you are, no matter what you have done, no matter what has been done to you, you are worthy of love, you are loved, and you are not too far gone to come right back home to the love that you inherently are and to the love that flows through all things. Now there's verses in the Bible, I believe it's Romans 13, and I believe it's Romans 13, but I'll have to come back on here at another time and really quote these verses because I don't got them in front of me, so I'm going off my memory here. And it says that love is patient, love is kind, love keeps no record of wrongdoing. So right there we hear that love is patient, love is not easily angered, love is slow to anger. Love is patient. Love is not in a rush. It's not in a hurry. And it's not putting other people in a rush or hurry. We don't need to be, and that could look like when you're going out to eat. If your server is slow, be patient with them because that's what love would do. If you're working with a company and you're waiting for something to arrive, be patient. If you're having a conversation with your partner and you're both working towards a goal, maybe you're trying to achieve something together as a couple and things are not happening as quickly as you wish they would, be patient with each other, be patient with yourselves. Your children, all of our children, that is a great place to practice, pardon me, I keep burping, that's a great place to practice our patience. I need to get my tea bag out of my mug here, so let me tend to this while I talk. So when you practice patience with your children, especially children, because they're still learning, we're all still learning, really. I mean, I'm 33 years old and I'm still learning. But especially children, they've had less time to master their emotions. They've had less time to master their abilities. They've had less time to master themselves. And so they need even more patience from us than adults do. So when we are patient, we are being loved. When we are letting go of anger, we are being loved. When we are forgiving, love keeps no record of wrong. That means that I forgive you and I move on. I'm not going to keep that record of wrong. But that doesn't mean that we allow people to continually harm us. If somebody is repeatedly harming you in some way, especially after you assert that whatever they're doing is harmful, and they continue to do it anyway, it's okay to give people a couple of tries to change whatever behavior it is, because old habits can die hard. But somebody has to be putting in the effort to change if they're causing you harm. They can't just pretend like they're trying and, to keep you around longer or something and then just abuse your good nature. So have healthy boundaries. Don't let anyone take advantage of you. But also when somebody has made a mistake and they're truly sorry and they're trying to do better, forgive and let go. And even if somebody is not sorry for what they did, and even if they're not trying to do better, we can still practice forgiveness and love, but from a distance. So we can remove that person from our lives if they are continuing to cause us harm, if they are continuing to disrespect us, if they are continuing to dim our light. We don't have to stay in the same physical location with them. We don't have to stay in communication with them. We can set healthy boundaries and still be practicing the embodiment of love by choosing to practice forgiveness. So it could look like something in your mind being like, I see this person's behavior. I see that their behavior is harmful. And rather than casting judgment on them for the way that they're being, I'm just going to set a healthy boundary, and I'm not going to engage with that person as long as they are being harmful to me or to others. And when I see change in them, then perhaps I can reevaluate this relationship. But until I see positive change, I'm going to give them love, I'm going to give them forgiveness, but I'm going to keep myself at a distance to protect my own peace, to protect my own mental health, and to protect my heart. So love, being love and being forgiving, it does not mean that we abandon ourselves. We can stay true to ourselves, we can stay true to our heart, and still practice love and have healthy boundaries at the same time. So love is patient, love is kind, love keeps no record of wrong, love is not easily angered, it's slow to anger. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in the truth. So love is not going to lie. It's going to be truthful. It's going to speak the truth in love. So when we are speaking the truth in love, it doesn't mean that we go around speaking truth and being hateful in the way that we do it. And, well, I'm just being honest. No. You can be honest, and you can say it in a kind, compassionate way, and knowing who you're talking to, and if that person is able to receive that truth, is also part of love. Because the lips of wisdom speak only to the ears of understanding. So even if what you're about to say to somebody is true, if they're not able to receive it, then you speaking that truth is not helping them, it's harming them. So we have to be wise, and we have to use our discernment to know when it's appropriate to speak truth and when it's appropriate to just be silent and to remove ourselves from a situation. So that is just a little bit about what love is. Love is so much more. And if you're watching this, leave it in the comment section. What does it mean to you to be love? What does it mean to you to embody love and to act as love acts? What does it mean to speak as love speaks? What does it mean to do as love does? What does it mean to be love? That is a question that each and every one of us must ask ourselves every single day, so that each day we are coming back into alignment with what it truly means to embody love. And the answer to what it means to embody love may change based on who you are and what your unique life situations are, and who you're coming into contact with, and what you are doing in this world. But we can all agree on some things. That love is patient, love is kind, love keeps no record of wrongdoing, love forgives, love is not easily angered, and love does not rejoice in evil, but it delights and rejoices in the truth. So continue to explore within your own heart and mind what it means to be love. And remember, you are love, so act like it. And we are all always loved. We are loved by the divine, whatever name you give it, however you choose to see it. One infinite source of love flows through all things, all people, all of life, all of creation. All is connected to one infinite source of love. And so remember that if you ever feel alone and you ever feel astray. So let your heart be light as a feather. Let go of whatever may be heavy on your heart, so that your heart can shine the light of love. I'm going to end this live, and then we're going to come right back on for a guided meditation with sound healing. So I'm going to have a variety of my sound healing instruments here, including these tuning forks. We'll be right back for sound and meditation, which is the part 2 of this Soul Shine Sunday session. Always remember, You are loved, and you are loved. And I love you. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to everyone. Peace and love to the whole world. Coming right back on, y'all. Bye-bye for now.